Closing a merger or acquisition deal is a major milestone, but it is not the end of your legal journey. It is just the beginning of a new risk landscape. In Vietnam, post-merger legal risks can surface months or even years after closing. These risks may arise from undetected liabilities, integration failures, contract breaches, or regulatory gaps. In this video, we explain the most common post-merger legal risks in Vietnam and how investors can proactively manage them to protect long-term value. In this video, we'll dive into the top 9 legal risks that surface after M&A in Vietnam, covering undisclosed liabilities, breach of warranties, failure to integrate licenses, conflict in employment relations, disputes with commercial partners. Cultural and governance mismatches, non-compliance with regulatory reporting, breach of non-compete covenants, and delayed dispute resolution. Undisclosed or misrepresented liabilities. Despite thorough due diligence, some liabilities may not surface until after closing. These could include unreported tax debts, pending lawsuits, compliance violations, or employment disputes. If the seller's representations and warranties were inaccurate or incomplete, the buyer may need to initiate legal claims to recover losses. Investors should monitor financial and legal indicators closely during the transition period and act quickly if discrepancies emerge. Breach of representations and warranties. Post-merger disputes often stem from breach of representations and warranties made in the SPA. For example, if the seller warranted that all licenses were valid but one is later found expired or revoked, the buyer may suffer financial damage or business disruption. Investors should ensure that survival periods for warranties are long enough to detect such issues, and that indemnity clauses provide adequate recourse in case of breach. Failure to integrate licenses and approvals. After the merger, the newly acquired company may need to update or re-register its licenses, permits, and business scopes to reflect changes in ownership or operations. In Vietnam, failure to complete these steps can result in fines, suspension of business activities, or revocation of licenses. Buyers should work with local legal counsel to identify all licenses that require post-closing updates and submit filings on time to ensure regulatory continuity. Conflict in employment relations. Changes in management, restructuring, or shifts in company culture after a merger may trigger labor disputes. Key employees may resign, unions may object to new policies, or terminated staff may sue for wrongful dismissal. Vietnam's labor laws are protective of employees and impose strict procedures for termination, salary changes, and contract amendments. Legal review of employment contracts, HR policies, and labor compliance must continue after closing to prevent legal exposure. Disputes with commercial partners. Business partners such as distributors, suppliers, or customers may react negatively to the merger. They may invoke termination clauses in contracts, delay payments, or demand renegotiation. In some cases, contracts contain change of control provisions that were overlooked during due diligence. To manage this, investors should notify key partners promptly after closing, reaffirm business terms, and renegotiate if necessary. Legal teams should be involved in reviewing and managing these relationships post-merger. Cultural and governance mismatches. In cross-border M&A, cultural differences between foreign investors and local management teams can create friction in decision-making, internal communication, or governance. Conflicts over budget control, reporting standards, or strategic direction may escalate into legal disputes or boardroom deadlock. To prevent this, buyers should ensure clear governance structures, detailed shareholder agreements, and dispute resolution mechanisms are in place to guide post-merger collaboration. Non-compliance with regulatory reporting. Post-merger changes such as increases in charter capital, new business lines, or changes in legal representatives must be reported to Vietnamese authorities within specific timeframes. Missing these deadlines can result in administrative penalties or invalidate the corporate status of the entity. A post-closing compliance checklist should be established immediately to track all reporting obligations across departments. Breach of non-compete or post-closing covenants. Sellers may violate post-closing covenants such as non-compete or non-solicitation obligations, especially in fragmented industries. Detecting and proving such breaches can be challenging if contracts are vague or poorly drafted. Investors should monitor market activity and gather evidence of violation to trigger enforcement. Strong contractual language, enforcement provisions, and legal monitoring are essential to uphold post-closing protections. Delayed dispute resolution. Even when legal rights exist, failure to act promptly can weaken the buyer's position. Claim windows may close, indemnity periods may expire, or courts may reject late claims due to lack of evidence. Investors must assign legal responsibility for monitoring deadlines, documenting issues, and initiating action when needed. A delay in legal response often means a loss of leverage or compensation. At LTS Law, we support clients not only during the transaction but also after closing. We help implement post-closing action plans, review contract compliance, assist in license updates, and monitor legal risks across operations. Our team provides legal alerts, dispute resolution services, and strategic counsel to help clients stabilize, integrate, and grow their Vietnamese investment with confidence. A successful M&A deal does not end at signing. It continues with smart, proactive legal management. Let LTS Law support your post-merger transition and risk control strategy. Visit lts.com.vn to speak with our team. The best time to manage legal risk is before it becomes a legal crisis.